The cast a week ago, so I'm gonna be back in training soon, 100%, and hopefully back early 2016.
Do you have a more specific timetable when you'd like to come back? Have you talked to UFC about when you want to return?
Actually, I've suggested the January card, and I think it's Boston, in the end of January 2016. So we'll see what happens, but I'm excited to get back and really have a proper camp and show everyone who I really am.
What's the biggest takeaway that you can use from your past fight to maybe improve upon?
My decision. When you're injured, do not take a fight. Just say cancel the fight and postpone that. But I felt like this was my first fight for the UFC. It was like a lose-lose situation for me, and I didn't want to let anyone down. But at the end, I ended up letting people down. So that was my lesson.
Maybe that Mexican pride got the best of you.
Yes, and I think it was well needed. It had been a while that I hadn't tasted defeat, and so it's just that much. I'm just that much more motivated to get back to my place.
When you are recovering from an injury like that and you can't be training and you've got this loss in the back of your head, does it make you go a little bit crazy? Because you must be so restless.
No, actually, I'm very fortunate, to have a great partner and good people around me. So I stay busy. I'm also opening up a new business and staying involved with the community. I love to do that. So it's been good for me.
There's a lot of action, happening in your division over the next couple months. How do you see it playing out? Because the rankings really don't tell much of a story right now. It's impossible to figure out who's where and where everyone belongs.
It is interesting, but I'm really happy for my teammate Valerie, who's going to have her title her title match against Joanna, which is amazing. And yeah, like you said, there's a lot of action going on, and I'm going to sit back, watch, and see what happens. And excited to get back 2016.
What do you think Val has to do to make an impact on that fight and get the win?
Well, I think she's at the right gym, American Top Team. So they're going to put together a great strategy, I'm sure, for her. And just as long as she follows that through, she'll do well. Again, I'm still my eye is still on the belt, so I wish her the best of luck and everything. But I'm still headed that way.
Are there holes that you see in Joanna's game? Because she's looked so good, and
well, there's holes in everyone's game. Obviously her stand up, and I'm not saying my last interview. I think it was put in different words, but she's a world class. She's a champ for a reason. Her stand up is amazing. We haven't seen too much on the ground, so you never know. Taking her to the ground, there's we haven't seen that happen yet. So hopefully we can see some of that with Valerie.
So you're hoping to return the Boston card. Any particular opponent who you feel would be ideal at that?
No, I've actually had a few in mind. Maybe Randa Markos, maybe Marana or Jessica Penne. I don't know. There's a lot. Like I said, there's a lot of action going on in the strawweight division. I'm gonna sit back, watch, and just let it play. See what happens.
So no calling out Carla Esparza?
Carla Esparza, I think she's out an injury, so I'm not going to call someone out that she can't, fight back right now. I'm sure that one's it's going to be in the future, and I'm really excited for that, and I'm sure a lot of fans are, and I will have the pleasure again to beat her again and once again, but that's in the future.
Randa Markos' name gets tossed around a lot when women are talking about their next opponent in this division. Is there a reason why? I mean, is there something about her that just makes her look like she's fun to fight?
No, for me, it's just about I went from being ranked number one strawweight in the world to losing and being the 12th in the world. So me, it's about finding the right opponents to get back to that title contention. So it's nothing. I think she's a great person, and I think she's a good fighter. She's game, but that's my reason why.